man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one.
The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
Welcome to the Made In Chafford podcast. Episode, what is this? 202? No, 203, sorry. As you can see, we're over Zoom, Google Meets, whatever you want to call it. Something different for you today. Life is happening, so we had to try and give it to you a different way. But either way, we're here.
Pause. Yo, you're moving nasty already. Yo.
I don't.
What made you go with that verse?
I'm not, I'm not going to defend myself. I hear it, but also there's been worse, unfortunately.
That wasn't that bad, to be honest with you.
What can I say? What can I do? He's on my neck.
Pause.
Come on, how? How? That's a part of your body.
You're crazy.
No, that's insane.
Nah, you're insane today already, man.
If someone says protect the neck.
Yeah, protect your neck, but I'm not on your neck.
Yeah, but
bro,
that's a saying.
No, just ready the intro, bro. Ready the intro.
I don't know. Okay, you can't breathe on this podcast. So, how do you get through life? Seriously.
Could you imagine Eman in a corporate setting? So today we're going to go through this presentation. Would anybody like to make some pointers? Pause.
It's difficult, bro. I'm to them to real is back. The real is back. I am really him. Himmy Neutron in the flesh. Himothy dancing and DK watch your back. You already know what time it is. You should know who I am. If you don't, do your Googles. We live in the function. I'm a pass it to my partner.
Yes, Helenius, he don't call in the building, the one and only, aka L Coolins, aka C Note, aka Hollywood Cole. We here, man. Coming to your left there, your right, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers. You name it, we dare.
Love that.
Episode 204? 3? I don't even know. One of them.
Yeah.
Episode 203.
At this point, let's stop counting,
Episode 203, let's get it.
It's Eman G45. The G is solid in my name. The 45 is silent. In the building. Actually, no, we're just over in this video call setting. So, yeah. Genghis Chibogwe, the Prince of the East, Tinfoil Hat Eames.
Yes, sir.
Black Mamba Dove.
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm present. Praise the Lord always. My God's better than your God. That's simple. Otherwise, you're getting it. Pause.
Ooh, doggy. That was gross.
I said pause. No. I said pause.
Well done for catching.
Doggy is crazy.
But yeah, welcome to 203. Hope you guys are being blessed and whatever. Like, comment, subscribe. Sorry, I have to do it on this sort of setting. It's just that we all have a busy schedule, so we have to compromise. But we want it done anyway. But yeah.
No, it's all blessed. So first topic of today, let's start with the Montgomery Ball. What an incredible scene. I couldn't believe it. That was meme central. I'd never seen anything like it in my life. So for those who don't understand or don't know what's going on, these group of people were advised by one black security guard to dock their boat so that another boat could get by. They weren't having it. They didn't want to dock their boat. They jumped out, and then they jumped the security guard who was on his lonesome. Uncle threw up the hat, and then from there it was pandemonium. Homeboy swam in the water. It's no secret that black people ain't really fucking with the water due to our past histories. But he said he was black man that day, and he came to the rescue. And then they all started getting it. It was like people were coming in from different angles. It's like watching the Avengers. Yeah, and then on homeboy with the chair, he was crashing it on them. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was a phenomenal scene.
It was awesome to see, to be
It
fair,
was.
because it was just it was like at first it was we can't allow the security guard to do what he wants to do, you know,
Mm,
or the docking officer to do what he's doing, because this is our boat and this is our trip. And then the famous line, "Fuck what my bro done, that's my jigger."
for real.
It applied in every way, shape, or form in just that one video, or
Mm,
several versions of that one scene. So you see the family just come together and say, "Nah, this is family, can't touch
mm,
us," and they all jump him, and then people are like, "Nah, we can't allow our brother to just go down like that," and the family got it.
for real. They had to. They had to. That was insane. I couldn't believe the unity. It
They crashed
And
it
it
on
was
that girl. They crashed it on that lady's head. I couldn't believe it.
was.
They
Listen.
crashed it. Oh my days.
Yeah, gender equality went out the window. I'm not gonna lie.
That was WWE-esque. I'm not gonna lie.
it
Real.
was
I,
it really was.
them chairs ain't soft as well. Because when I was younger, I used to think you can't take that to the head, man. Now this is why some of them be having CTE, you know, and start doing that ridiculous shit. Because that chair is hard. I mean, they had it coming. I'm fully in support of what they did, but to get hit with a steel chair, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Nah, it's bad,
It
because
was
that thing is, nah, it's mad, because that thing is there to support maybe 100 kilos, 110 plus kilos. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
then for them to just butt on your head,
It was not a good day for them.
all you needed was just you needed a WWE presenters, music. That's all you needed,
There's a
and
video
that
with
would have
that.
been.
Someone's
Oh, is there?
on top. Yeah, someone's put that on top. You know what the internet's like. Give them 20 minutes. No, I was gonna say 24 hours. That shit was on there ASAP. They ain't waste no time. It was, yeah, the comedy that's ensued from that. My favorite part personally is Homeboy getting into the water, because there's no amount of money I could get into that water for. But
Yeah, 100%.
he saw Onks getting it. He said, I have to jump in. I have to put my pride to the side.
Oh god.
Yeah,
It's
but that
just
was
wild. Like,
gone, Collins.
nah, I was gonna say it's just wild because obviously I'm sure as black guys we've all had situations where there's been a racist incident, but
Yeah,
the way them lot got dealt with,
yeah. Felt right. I'm not gonna lie.
it
And
just felt right.
it's just history is beautiful. That used to be a slave dock. So for
Oh
them to get
wow.
Montgomery, you already know how they're getting down south. Well, when I heard the word Montgomery, I said, yeah, the slavery happened there. So it used to be a slave dock. That's full circle. Now they're crashing it on them. It's a beautiful scene of unity as well. Like it just can't run. Because even like just have to support your fellow man. He was so outnumbered. It was like 5-1
Yeah.
before
Nah,
Alex got
nah.
that.
Mm.
So
It was
even
a scary sight.
it wouldn't even be about skin color. It'd just be like, I don't know what he's done, but 5 of you on him this is ridiculous. Like he's not
Bro, and he still stood his ground. He still firmed it for a bit until he
Yeah,
got
held it
dashed on the
down.
ground. That's when it was like, it's peak.
yeah,
Because I remember like one situation in my life. There was that one time when one of my guys basically said to me, "Yeah, this guy's gonna try and do red tear, but just it's cool, but just don't fall on the ground. If you fall on the ground, because then there's a bunch of man who is it jiu-jitsu? The one on the floor.
what jiu-jitsu?
I don't want to say it's jiu-jitsu, but I think it's jiu-jitsu when you're just on the floor.
I'm gonna
And
say
as soon
Yeah,
as you
it
go on the
is.
floor,
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
you're done. You're finished. There's no point. It could be any skinny man or any fat man that if you think you're buff and you think you can just bang, you can give 1-2 fists to a man's face and he
Nah,
gets you
it's
on the floor,
done.
that's it, you're done.
Being not vertically, not standing up, you're at a disadvantage automatically anyway. In any scenario in life, there is no reason to be on the floor. Absolutely zero. So if you're there, forget about it. That's why they count you out in boxing if you're on the floor. So listen, it's not a place you want to be. So when Onks went down like that, you knew that they had to jump in. Just it's beautiful to see the unity. Obviously, you don't condone violence, but sometimes these hands have to fly.
Yeah, 100%. It was nice to see all the different camera angles as well, because obviously,
Oh God, cinematic. This is cinema. But yeah, it's beautiful to see, man. And yes, thank you. Keep it coming. Keep the angles coming. Keep the funnies coming. I'll be paying for bail if I have to, chipping in. But
I think the guy got arrested, didn't he? The guy who smashed the chair on
you know what? Low-key, he needs to sit down. I'm not saying he needs to go to jail, but he needs to sit down because there's consequences.
Hey, he let the chair fly. That's so crazy.
Chair prices in the US have gone up. Walmart knew what they were doing. They had it front and center as soon as you enter the store. 1999.
You know what that chair on the head reminded me of? There's that tweet that was WWE where Rey Mysterio's head was getting crushed by Big Show.
The Great Khali.
Oh, Great Khali. He said, oh, he's actually dead. Like the blood was coming out of his head. I said, yeah, he's actually dead, bro.
No, that was actually a real traumatizing experience for me. Obviously, Rey Mysterio is one of my favorite wrestlers, maybe ever. So when that happened, I didn't know blood capsules were a thing. So I thought, nah, he's got
he's gone.
This, like, yo, stop this man.
Yeah, this is a medical incident. Like, you gotta stop this.
999, all of that. Whatever you have to do, save this man. I couldn't.
Hey.
That is a moment in time. I mean, I don't know how much you guys watch wrestling, but there's some dumb shit that they did for our entertainment. Anything with Mankind when Undertaker pushed him off the Hell in a Cell.
Yo,
we watched some ish, man. Honestly,
listen, that's what that fight reminded me of, man. Just the ridiculousness that you see in less than only this time. It's actually real life consequences. Like your head will really get bust by that chair. The chair in WWE was paperweight, but that chair in Montgomery was real steel, bro. Like you're getting a mild concussion at the very least.
For real. I know Donald Glover is kicking himself because Atlanta is over. That's prime Atlanta content. If you told me that was a scene from Atlanta, I'd believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, incredible scenes. I don't really think there's much else to say on it, but everyone in Montgomery, we stand with you. And yeah, the price of the steel chair going up.
That might be the name of it. That's the chair going up. One more thing.
I guess it doesn't segue that cleanly, but I guess we could talk about Lizzo and her. She's
really Sugar Knight. Sugar Knight is crazy. Sugar Knight, that's crazy.
Nice. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The articles were insane. How, like, lady?
Can we get what you call that episode Sugar Knight? I don't know.
Michael Jackson said, "I'm starting with the man in the mirror." She needed to look, because what is this? Blaming other girls for being fat.
Getting fat shamed by someone fat is crazy.
You can't talk to me.
I shouldn't laugh too tough. That's crazy.
Nah, man. Come on. Well done to those ladies for standing up, because I'm not sticking around for that.
I think this is funny. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. But well done.
You want me to be policed by whatever it is you're going on. You know what? Even this whole fat shaming situation that's going on with my man from British media, who came up with the NHS sort of fat badge.
Yeah, that's
funny.
Fat badge.
What was it? Doctors have to wear a badge to say that I'm fat too, so I'm telling you to lose weight. Is that?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. In the group, I couldn't believe it.
like, you know what? I understand it from a perspective of like, if you're fat and then you get bullied for being fat, it's mad, isn't it? It's sad. But then if you're fat and then you go to someone and tell them like, and you redirect that energy that you got to them, I think it says a lot about you.
Oh, 100%.
And,
She's a piece of shit. If this is true, like obviously we're quite good on here, and I think we've got better at just like not just taking the articles and be like, yeah, that's it. Lock up. But like what that statement said and what ladies have said that she was on, this lady's a demon, man. Like what are we actually talking about?
we're talking about what Eris Spears said about Lizzo. That's who we're talking about.
Oh no, come on. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But then see,
That's so sad. That's so sad. I don't care. That's mad.
So it's the one that like and turn emoji.
Yeah, the poo emoji.
Listen, man. I mean, like her physical appearance or not, she can't do stuff like this. You know what I mean? It's just immoral.
I can't co-sign it. Then all the weird sexual stuff, taking them to like
eating a banana out of the other woman's.
No, thank you. I'm skedaddling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, she was different.
Maybe she's just power tripping, I guess. She's been in the scene for a while, and she's obviously became quite a big star. And I didn't actually realize how much of her show depends on other people. So I saw like a clip of Gloucester, and she put on quite a good show. And her backing vocalists and her dancers are very integral to the overall centerpiece. So when I saw the story come out, it is quite surprising because that's a team of people you're going to spend a lot of time with and build trust. So
I hit that's really important to add. But also just the fact that the whole brand has been, I'm a big girl, and you know, more or less body positivity. Dog, what's actually happening?
No, let me argue for her case, innit? Let me just argue for her case. I want to see big girls on stage, but I want you to be able to move, innit? So I'm the only biggest girl that really can't move, but I'm gonna try my best, innit?
I'm the only biggest girl. It's hilarious.
But if you get big and you can't move anymore, then you're a problem. Because now it defeats the purpose of being big and being able to move.
But
because I'm trying to do body positivity, but you're in the negative.
Body negativity is crazy.
She's berating these girls as well, though. That's the problem. Like, I hear what you're saying, but I think there's a way to do things. I always try to live by. It's not what you say, but how you say it. You know, maybe she could have got her message across. Like, listen, some of you are putting on weight, and it's impacting how well you're able to move. There's a way you can say things. Apparently, she's just berating these girls, like really bringing them down. Crazy stuff. Because you should, as someone's employer, you should be able to say something. Like ballers have to be. If ballers start putting on weight and they can't perform to the level that they need, they'll get cut. So it's not like she has a standard that she has to uphold. But it sounds like from the working environment that she created, it wasn't a positive one for these girls. So I see why they've come to the position that they're in, and now why they're in a position where they're suing her.
She got the big time lawyers out as well. Like she got
for real. The one that the people that did for Johnny Depp. Yeah, she's
not the ones for Tory Lanez.
Sure, you already know.
Not the ones for Tory Lanez.
Rock Nation, you come out.
He has to sit down. He's gonna. Enjoy that bid, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, on Lizzo, I think it's
back to Lizzo.
It's shocking because her whole brand is body positivity, and for this to come out is really damaging. And I don't know if she'll be able to recover from it. Let's see. Again, I'm trying to wait for all the facts to come out, for the case to be presented, and see what the verdict is after that. But yeah, this don't look good. It's very damning for her.
Personally, I don't care.
I
I
hear it.
don't listen to her music,
Same.
and I don't care. I just think it's surreal that that's happened,
Mm.
but I couldn't give a damn,
Makes
mate.
music for adverts.
She does what? Sorry, she makes what?
She makes music for adverts. That's what, when I think of Lizzo's music, I think of adverts. You can't tell me it ain't my fault. And then what? A Tesco adverts in the background. Yeah, that's her bag. That's how she's gonna stay with.
But you
You
know
see
what?
Morrison's, yeah.
Yeah,
You
Morrison
go on.
see
has the
what?
best. Morrison's has the best song ever. They who made that song? They get royalties. That's what I know, innit?
What's Morrison songs or song?
Shine, let it shine.
I think
Let's
that's
take that, man.
Yeah. Take that. Yeah.
Black King Guns.
hey, do you know what? Like little detour gigs is woeful at the moment.
Is it time to
Nah,
go?
I like that song. I
Did
actually like that
you?
song.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
my
it was
song for the
bad.
week.
What
He's,
That's
did he
my
didn't
song
have
for
to
the
do
week.
that though?
he's
He really
really
didn't have to do that.
nah. I hope Gigs is able to get a refund on that. I genuinely do.
He could have spent more on the visual effects, you know, like when they did the hands in the background. Yeah. He could have spent a bit more on that. But that's my only critique. But no, I like gigs, man.
You liked it?
Yeah, I actually liked it. I like the track.
Yeah. He did I think he went up and freestyled for Charlie Sloth as well recently. That was a bit poo. Listen, he's a goat, and he's given me some of the best music I've ever experienced in my life. But yeah, it's a bit higgy hag at the moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it comes to a point where you got to hang your boots up.
There's no shame in
I
that.
wouldn't say he has to hang his boots up. Maybe just stick to like a feature tip where you just pop out every now and then, but
Yeah,
he doesn't need to do what he did before. Like we don't need you to do freestyle. We don't need you to really be putting out albums. I mean, if he enjoys it, then who am I to judge? But I think at some point you begin to dilute. You live long enough to become the villain, basically, and I think he's basically at that point.
yeah, 100%. I agree. But yeah, just to round off on Lizzo. If this is all factual, terrible person, and you've ruined your whole brand, so I don't really know what is is next for you. But listen, celebrities have been pieces of shit before, and they'll continue to be. I mean, just look at Ariana Grande. So, boy,
Ariana Grande is one thing, but I think that what's this? This is like
nah, she
it's
went.
almost like a Kobe Bryant sort of thing. It's like or Michael Jordan, because everybody watched the Last Dance, where Michael Jordan said, "Listen, I wanted to get something done, and if you weren't willing to get there with me, in terms of
Get off the
being
tube.
champions, then you had to go." And this was my mindset. So in terms of being like these sort of performers and then trying to bring the best experience out, then I can understand it from that aspect. But at the same time, this is your crew, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is your crew. I mean, we can liken it to a LeBron James in the Redeem team. Like he was very integral into the
what the
Redeem team
bubble
in
team?
terms of getting everybody together.
Is that what they call the bubble team?
Redeem team,
Yeah,
the
what team?
USA.
Oh,
This
okay.
was when they had to come back and then get a gold.
Hear it.
Kobe was being Kobe, but because of LeBron James, there was like it was a nice ambiance in terms of team players, being team players, not just individual players. So there's always going to be that individual that's a Kobe, and there's always going to be that person that's a LeBron. I'm not trying to take it away from Kobe Bryant or take it away from that. It's just like the way and the perception that it was given to them.
Yeah, I hear it.
That people may understand. But yeah, that's where it is.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
final topic for today. I'm going to hand it over to our boxing correspondent, Eman Chi45. Take it away.
Take me into your fucking arms. Dillian White got caught doing PEDs. It was reported to the boxing board of whatever. I can't. My mind is just it's wherever anyway. But basically, he got caught doing PEDs by VADA, and pretty much the fight that was supposed to happen with Anthony Joshua. If you guys listen to this, it happened last Saturday, but we're recording this basically today. And yeah, so I'm very excited to see what the new opponent has to offer, because he's not a dangerous guy in terms of how like his style of fights, but he does have a good one bang to the face. Like he does have a good hand. So it's really interesting to see. But I think in terms of Anthony Joshua's career, this is probably the best thing that's probably ever happened to him in terms of having 2 tune-up fights to at least boost his confidence, to get him back into a mindset where he's comfortable, where he knows where he's not dwelling on Andy Ruiz, he's not dwelling on Alexander Usyk. So if he wins this in like a great fashion, his confidence is at all-time high, and more so, it's like he brings back faith into the public. He brings back their faith, which is great. But I really wanted to see a tune-up between Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, because that was basically the battle of the career. So if Dillian White wins, he ends Anthony Joshua's career. If Anthony Joshua wins, he ends Dillian White's career. So that was like what we wanted to see. But the fact that he got caught with PEDs, it's sad. It's really, really sad.
Yeah.
I don't get what Dillian was thinking, because it's just really stupid, man. I mean, obviously there's more to it than we know, and maybe he felt like he needed the extra advantage, but throw away the opportunity to make that kind of money as well, and the storyline behind it was kind of like a perfect setup. Sorry. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing that that fight's not actually going to happen. And
how many P's were on the line? Or how much P's was on the line? How many P's?
3 million, am I wrong, man? Last I heard.
I have no idea, but I do know it was a
3 million.
pay-per-view, and I don't think it's a pay-per-view anymore.
Yes, that's true.
I don't think it's a pay-per-view.
Eddie Hearn said it won't be pay-per-view anymore.
Right.
I mean, for like finding another fighter that quickly and getting it patterned and getting it sorted, and you know the person AJ is fighting, less of a challenge, but you know it's still a credible fighter. And it's more when these situations happen, it's actually the undercard you actually have to feel sorry for, because them man don't get paid unless they fight. So if it fell apart, you know, they wouldn't have been paid and they need to feed their family, whatnot. So it's interesting that for me that Dylan would make such a mistake, because there's so much on the line. It's not just you here. There's so much going on. It doesn't make sense to essentially throw away the bag.
I don't think it's that. I think it's a case where you can use a bunch of supplements. You can use a bunch of things that can actually help you sustain strength or even improve strength, stamina, when it comes to performance as an athlete. However, if it falls under the list of banned substances and you get caught, you get caught. And sometimes they use masking agents. Sometimes, like, there are some athletes that are very good at using masking agents, so you'll never know until, for example, maybe 4 years later, they look at your sample again and they find out that no, this actually had some substances. It's like, you know, I think you probably even heard of it, like the relay team that won a gold medal in the Olympics. It got disqualified due to the fact that they found a substance in one person's blood sample. So in them situations, if I could do it and the masking agent works and they don't clock and I win, I ain't gonna say nothing. But then again, it was almost like Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. Like that was going to be a really, really good fight. So then we come and find out that Conor Benn's out here doing doing roids.
Estrogen, or is it? What did they say? It
What?
was his wife's estrogen pills or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Nah, that's insane.
cap. So
Why would he be?
so it's
He said he took
it's
it by
it's, it's
accident.
real.
Yeah, next.
He says he took it by accident, but it's sad because now
Nah.
it comes to a point where it's like you're not here just to box and see who's the best. You're here to do a number on a person. Like Jerome Miller really took like the biggest cocktail that you could find in terms of concoctions and putting it into your arms. He took HGH, he took steroids, he took the whole lot just to beat Anthony Joshua. And if he lost, it would have been embarrassing.
Man said Babyface Miller took the super soldier serum.
He did. He really did. He really did. And it was not successful.
No,
That's crazy. What you say, Demi?
So
he did all that and he lost.
no,
The fight
he was
called
just
off.
he got called off and then he fought Andy Ruiz.
God,
Yeah,
that is scary hours.
That
very
changed
much
the course
so.
of history for Anthony Joshua, low key, you know.
Yeah, that was it. That was a turning point, wasn't it?
A
Maybe you should have
high
fought him.
key.
Maybe you should have fought
High
him in
key.
the end. That's crazy.
Nah, not with all
Yeah.
that in his. I ain't fighting a man that's got that. That's crazy. You don't care about yourself. So how are you gonna even care about me? And it sounds like one bang from that guy would put you. Listen, it's an early grave. Better get to digging, boy.
Yeah. That's why they don't use drugs in such sports, because they know like the damage that can be done, and it's permanent, bro. And sometimes you don't even in boxing you don't even have to use drugs to do permanent damage to a person.
Yeah,
You've seen it time after time, too many times, man. Just one bang, that's it.
When it Chris Eubank Jr. that his team weren't thrown in the towel. Chris Eubank Jr.'s dad had to, they stopped the fight, innit? And that boy, I think he ended up dying. I'm not sure.
No.
Okay.
No. It was Senior. He didn't die. He was just he was paralyzed.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, even still, that's pretty tough.
Senior, and he was paralyzed. Like he can't like Chris Eubank. Everybody knows Chris Eubank Senior, but the guy he fought, he just banged him so bad, and like that guy's brain damage. So
Senior did that. Senior did it. Is that what I'm referring to?
Yeah, Senior did that, and he was clean.
Yeah, but
these man. Yeah. But that guy that he banged out, like that guy is wheelchair bound now. Like his brain is partially working. So yeah, no, it's a real sport. It's a real sport. So if you do drugs now, then you see what would happen.
People's lives in danger. So if that's clean, I'm not even trying to get involved.
For sure.
It's crazy, man. But let's see what happens in this fight. Let's see if AJ can continue momentum and hopefully land himself a fight with what's his name?
Wilder.
Popeye. Yeah, the American Popeye, bro.
To be fair, this was supposed to be the final decider. So if Dillian White won, he would face Deontay Wilder. If Anthony Joshua won, he would face Deontay Wilder. That's it. But now it's the case where it's like
Wilder that high up on the card. Like, get him out of here, man. The guy stinks.
He's still a former champion. Don't get twisted. He's still a former champion.
One bang merchant, man.
So still a former champion. Fight. What's it? Styles make fights.
I just want to see that fight, man. I think it'd be so funny.
Man.
Yeah.
Because it's very unpredictable. Yeah. You know what I mean? One person who's tactically astute and is like kind of very traditional in how he boxes. Then there's just this other guy who kind of fights like a sailor, but has this unreal punch on him. So it's be good to see.
That punch is insane. They need to really. I wish they could like scientifically tell me how Fury got up, because I'll never understand it.
It's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
My Lord and Savior.
Maybe it's an ancestral spirit. I don't know. Just for that, you're getting it.
All right, lads. On that note, we need to keep it moving. What did you say?
TV show.
Their show was it the Home of the Furies?
Yeah, I have to see what, because that man is interesting.
He's that.
Yeah, for real. But he's also him at the same time. He's off a perk though.
Oh God.
Yeah, for real. All right. I think that's a perfect place to end the Main Chafford podcast, or the Main Chafford experience. It's been a good episode. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because we're not in the same room doesn't mean we can't still give the people good content. So that was great. Music
Did
choices.
you say something out of the moon?
What? No, I said you can't give people good music. Well, good. Do you know what? I can't speak English, so just carry on. Tell them your songs.
It's
I'm gonna
the
pick
new gig song. The new
Black
gig song. That's what I'm on.
King Gods.
Someone in the comments here of YouTube really threw me off and like, this is the best Diddy verse in years. Oh, you guys are gonna be so excited when it comes to. I was like, I've been well and truly trolled. Maybe I'd like to see more if Diddy went on it.
Yeah, maybe saying. I don't know, man.
My choice is Girl in Red, October Passed Me By. It's an alternative song. Came across it quite randomly, but I guess this is what the podcast is for. I mean, or the playlist is for. Different choices that we wouldn't normally listen to.
Nice one. I'm gonna pick a song by Roy Woods called "You Ain't in the Six." He put out a project for the first time in like 4 or 5 years now.
Where has he been?
So the OVO sweatshop is finally open again. But no, the project is actually really, really good, man. I would advise you guys to listen to it. He's back in his bag.
I'm saying that Party dropped recently as well, and that just had no noise.
A single, yeah, but I don't actually remember it. So that probably tells you what you need to know on that.
It's a shame, man.
Drake isn't starlets, man. Allow it.
Are you pulling a body or no? Say
baby
less.
mums having your baby mums on the wall is disgusting.
He's insane.
Please pick.
No one can tell him nothing, though. That's the thing, innit?
With wisely.
A real rap mafioso, but dressed up as a nice guy. What a life.
My baby mama's on the wall. Nah, that's crazy.
If you go to Stardust with 10K, you're pulling a baddie or no?
The talent in there was insane. My God.
Mate. All right, lads. This has been fun.
Well, sayonara, and until next time, peace, love.
Bow.
Just a sec.